Good afternoon from the Second Age of Reason. Today, our topic is books. You know, those things that people have been reading for thousands of years? They hold information. Some of it is facts and some of it is fiction. And there's been trends in the past couple of decades. And it's about how people read and gather information. Before, when I was younger, all of the literature was in books, and you had to pick up a book and read it. It was random access, but you could look up the index or look at the table of contents and find your way around very quickly. Then the books went online, and schools said, well, we have to get on this trend. And so they bought computers, and they could put some of the books online for people to read that way. But they were big computers and not very convenient. And then they said, well, let's give the students laptops. Laptop computers are smaller, portable, they can put books on them too. But they're prone to hardware failure. And now we have special devices expressly meant for holding and reading, allowing you to read books, things like Kindles and, what do they call those? Pads or notebooks or something, small tablets. So that's another way that you can read literature. People buy this literature online, but there's a difference. And the difference is, I'm not sure if you really are buying it, but you're more like renting or leasing it. And the same goes for if you have a subscription television service. They give you a box that decodes the information and sometimes allows you to store it in a thing called a DVR. But it's been proven with DVRs and tablets and whatnot, you don't own that content, even if you've paid for it. You just are borrowing it or renting it. Maybe not even renting it. I think it's all borrowing for a fee. So when you have a book, you have the book, physical possession. I mean, it could be physically destroyed, but you would know it. But in your tablets or in your DVRs, somebody else also has access. They can delete things, as happened recently with Amazon, and an interesting book called 1984 by Mr. Orwell. Talk about the Orwellian synchronicity going on there. So, the question is, do we want to allow that to happen? Because of a problem with Amazon and the publisher, they simply reached out and took the content that they assumed that they had sold improperly. To me, that's kind of a dangerous precedent to set. And I've seen it also with DVRs. You record a show, and if the provider doesn't like it, they can remove the show from your DVR without asking you. Boom, gone. So that's a disturbing trend. Not only can they delete, but I have to believe they can also modify characters, modify words, modify paragraphs, chapters, pictures, everything that's in a given volume or publication could be modified without your knowing it, on the fly, as you possess it. I think that's a dangerous precedent to set. Do you think we should have some rules about what people have access to the tablet that you've purchased? Who can go in there and mess with stuff, delete stuff, change stuff? And what does that say about the literacy in our society? Are we going to have the words made simpler and simpler, maybe into pictures someday, so we become an illiterate society? Is that something we have to be watchful about? So, I'm just putting it forward. Comment and rate below about what your idea is about books, should they be solid, tangible things that you buy it, it's yours, and the content is what it is? Or do you want to have it in some online sort of device and the content can stay? It could delete it, it could change or morph depending on somebody else's whim. What do you think? Well, until later, we'll be seeing you.